think I can confidently say that Ruto's global image is so bad, is so bad. It's just done and dusted, and that even leaders from other countries don't want to associate themselves with him. So why am I saying this is that Ruto addressed the United Nations General Assembly. You see, each leaders are normally given 15 minutes to address the assembly and to raise issues they feel that it needs urgent attention. So Ruto time was yesterday, and of course he was given time to hear his concern or to address his concern. Just before we look into what I want to talk about this whole address, is that these are some of the thematic areas that Ruto touched on. One, in summary, UN Security Council reform and Africa representation. Two, peacekeeping and global security governance. Three, climate change and Africa's role as a solutions provider. We have international financial system reform, and five, conflicts and calls for dialogue. So these are five thematic areas that Ruto touched on while addressing the UN General Assembly. So one thing that we are witnessing is that Ruto was addressing empty seats. And while the leaders walked away, nobody wanted to listen to what Ruto is saying. No one wanted. It looks like a majority of them were not interested in what Ruto is going to say in this meeting. And you might ask yourself, why is this the case? You see, Ruto, Kenya, since last year, there is a lot that has been happening in this country. The Gen Zs have been on the street demonstrating about bad leadership and bad governance. But that is not the problem. The problem is how Ruto chose to handle the whole situation. What the young people were, the concerns of the young people were genuine. Imagine young people going to the street to demonstrate about taxes, high taxes, bad governance, and the thing as a president you do is to order for police to shoot them, to order for people to abduct them, to even buy goons to infiltrate these protests. This was not the best way for President William Ruto to handle this whole protest situation. I know that maybe he was so panicked because this is the first time Kenya was witnessing something big, a protest that has never been witnessed in this country. Well, maybe he was so panicked, maybe he was not so prepared for it. But yes, people, like right now we're being told that Ruto's advisors consume $1 billion yearly. So you pay people all this money to do what? To do what exactly? If you're paying advisors $1 billion annually. So he has people who could advise. But you see, anything that happens in any country right now, the social media amplifies it all over the world. The social media is now that tool that is helping the world leaders from different parts of this world to know what is happening in Kenya, what is happening in Morocco, what is happening in Uganda, what is happening in UK, in US, in Spain, in all over this world. Anything that happened, like what happened in Nepal, it was all over the social media. You feel like you are there. It makes us feel like we were there. I don't know if you got that feeling like you are in Nepal, like you're participating in this, because the message was amplified by social media and people are talking about it, and it took like 1 week of people talking about what is happening in Nepal. So Ruto's way of handling the Gen Z protest was just out of this world, was just so wrong. There was a way he could do that. They normally say that Ruto knows how to do this politics. So what happened that he failed to do so? And this is the reason that he is being disrespected. Outside Kenya, nobody wants to listen to what he is saying. Nobody is interested to listen to what he is saying. Imagine ordering the police to shoot protesters. What kind of a message is that for a leader who was elected? That was not the way to go. That was not the way to handle issues. Ruto could have done it in a better way. I believe that there was a way that Ruto could handle the pressure from the young people. And you see, the young people are not even asking something strange, something out of this world. They're just telling what that to drop the finance bill, that a lot of money is being stolen. Take care of this thing. That we don't want to see corruption. That the schools, the governors are stealing money. Control the looting in our country. Is this too much? Was this too much for the young people to ask for President William Ruto? It was not. It was something that can be done, and I believe that if Ruto wants to end corruption in this country, it can end. It cannot take like 1 year to end. It can take some time, but eventually it will end, or it will be reduced. I so believe that it is doable. It is not something strange. Another thing is creating jobs. It is possible for President William Ruto to do so. It's just understanding what the global ones want right now, what other countries are doing right now. You see, the problem is this. These people want to steal money meant for this project, for projects meant to create jobs. They steal the money meant for such projects, and this is the reason that this government is failing. If Ruto wants to create jobs for the young people in this country, believe you me, Ruto will do it. If Ruto wants to improve the health sector in this country, believe you me, it will happen. The schools receiving money on time, believe me, it will happen. The only problem is this: for every project that is there, this regime wants to get something out of it. If someone from outside wants to come to this country and create an industry, let's say to make clothes or something like that, they normally don't get that, because it is said that the money they are asked to bribe before to get those licenses and everything is crazier. So the looting appetite of the current people we have in top leadership is the problem that is even killing this regime, is even destroying everything in this country. And if Ruto really wants to change this country, I'm one of those people who believe that he can do it. I just believe that he don't want to do it. This is what I believe. So you see, anything that happens in Kenya right now, other leaders are seeing it, because the social media pick this information, and now anything that happens in our country, it will be broadcasted and it will be known all over this world. So right now as I speak, we have Gen Zs who are killed during the 2024 protest, and the worst is the 2025 June protest also witnessed a number of people who were killed tragically. Talking about abductions, up to now, we have parents who don't know where their kids are. They were abducted and they were never seen again. We have a lot that is happening in our country that is making Kenya look like it is a country that is falling. Our borders are so porous. As we speak right now, we have illegals. I've seen also the likes of Wakili Cliff Ombeta is alleging that right now we have 5,000 illegal Somalis who are residing in Isli. You see, these are something that the world knows what is happening. It's not like Ruto was going to order the abductions of these people and that the story just will die within our borders. No. These are things that people now know that Ruto really ignored the human rights of the people of this country. And this is the reason they were like, what do you want to address us when your country is burning? Why should we listen to you? Why should we get interested in listening to the concerns you want to put out in this General Assembly, while back at home, your country is burning, your country is failing, the image of this country is falling, is being destroyed. So Ruto, in all that he is experiencing outside Kenya, he should blame himself, because he is failing to handle issues in this country in a better way, in a good way. He's using force, he's using, I don't know, kama ni kiburi or something like that. But if he chooses to do things in humane way, I believe that the image of this country and his image outside of this country will be respected. But right now, nobody, I think it is only few leaders who respect him, because they know that this person ordered the killing of young people, innocent people, who are just on the street demonstrating about against bad governance. It's not a good picture, and this thing is going to haunt Ruto in all his years of leadership, because this was something that the people saw what happened. The citizen journalism helped to push what's happening, the videos, the photos. It is just tragic. It is just tragic, and that I blame Ruto will have to blame himself, because this was so embarrassing that you're given 15 minutes to address people and the people just walk away. People choose not to listen to you. It is not a good picture. That is it from me for now. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.